नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वर्यादिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, two-way video conferencing, in all the Adinams, temples, ashrams, gurukuls, universities. I think it's a long list, so it's all at least 3-digit centers. I welcome all of you sitting with us in literally all time zones, almost all the major countries, 110 places all over the world. I welcome you all with my love and respect. Paradox of freedom. Understand? I'll just finish in these few words. Freedom, D-U-M-B. Freedom, D-O-M. Swatantratva, which has no English word. Because the whole modern history of humanity does not know something, absolutely no idea about something, so it could not create a word for it. That is what I call Swatantratva. Modern languages do not have equivalent word for it, because they do not know this concept. They do not know this understanding. Either their freedom is freedom, D-U-M-B, or freedom, D-O-M. Ego to do what you want, or ignorance to be hypnotized by wrong concepts and ideas. What I call freedom, D-U-M-B. Thinking the moment you buy that soap and use, you are going to get the same skin that model is having in that soap advertisement. Or along with the car, that model who is posing for the car also is going to come with you. If you buy the car, that is what I call freedom. The whole modern day consumeristic concept of freedom is brainwashing you in believing you are free, but making you do what they want with a minor alternative choices. Listen carefully. Choice is a lie sold to you in the name of freedom. freedom is the biggest scam in the modern history. I'll get into the tattva, the unit of freedom, and give you some basic understandings about this three word. If you understand freedom, freedom and swatantratva, the last program on freedom, I've given few understandings. I'll catch up with it because for newcomers who are here to attend this program, I'll give you the essence. Understand? Freedom to eat means having the ability to eat what is compatible for your body and as per your goal. Understand? If you are able to eat what is good for your body and as per your goal, I'll call that as a freedom to eat. Not because it is presented in an eye-catching way, mouth-watering way. Then that is called food abuse. That is called food abuse. Understand? All the modern cities are food deserts. Please understand what I am saying. All modern cities are food deserts. Nowhere food is available. Food-like products are available. Not food is available, food-like products are available. Yesterday I was reading an article. Few years before, US Supreme Court declared in a judgment the Indian settlement, native Indians settlement in US cannot have their own nation titles because any Christian civilization or the nation discovers any land on the planet Earth, they have absolute ownership on that land. To God, I never know. This judgment is the fundamental of freedom, the foundation of freedom. This judgment is the fundamental principle, tattva of the Western understanding of freedom. Who teaches freedom to whom? I explored actually the judgment. I tried to get the whole judgment and read. And maybe I'll present it to you guys tomorrow. I have in my iPad. I wanted to expose all the stupid ideas you carry in your head as freedom from the Western civilization is absolute cheating and conspiracy. Get back to original Indian swatantratva, what Vedic tradition describes as swatantratva. Exactly, precisely that word swatantra translates into ability, technology, methodology to handle one's own self. Swatantra. Technology, methodology to handle one's own self. From the moment you wake up, the way you wake up, the way you feel about you and life when you wake up, and why you eat what you eat, why you do things what you do in the morning, how you run your life, why you do what you do in the daytime, how you handle you when you are up, how you handle you when you are down, how you handle you when you are feeling you are gaining whatever you want, how you handle you when you are feeling you are failing in what you want. This whole cognitions, the bunch of cognitions, is what is called Swatantra. Right cognitions about you, life, how to handle yourself when you feel what you want is happening, and how to handle yourself when you feel what you want is failing, and how to handle you when you discover what you want itself is what you don't want. What you want itself is not what you really want. What you want, whether it happens or not happens, is called explosion. Explosion of joy and sadness. If you realize what you want is not what you really want, it's called implosion. During the implosions or explosions, how you hold you, the methodology with which you are handling yourself, this whole cognition is Swatantra. Understand? Freedom, D-U-M-B, means hypnotized, mesmerized, stupidified. If you are just seeing advertisements and saliva is in your mouth and you are eating, don't think you have freedom to eat. You are destroyed to eat. You are destroyed for the sake of somebody's greed. The number of floors in the burger is asking you to eat, is not freedom to eat. Is not freedom to eat. And I wanted to tell you a very small incident. It may be too small, but I really wanted to put this on record. I have an Ayurvedic doctor. I wanted to give my gratitude and acknowledge him for his amazing Shastric knowledge. I was sitting and talking to him. He was telling me one simple understanding. Swamiji, Bhumata, the earth, is a living energy. Walk on it. And whatever grows in that land where you are walking, eat that. That is the best food and medicine. I was shocked. He said, in Ayurveda, please understand, Ayurveda is Upaveda, means it is Shastra, not Shruti. No, it is Smriti. Veda and Upaveda, Agama and Upagama, all of them are Shrutis, Shastras. He was telling me, Swamiji, earth is a living energy, walk on it every day, eat what grows in that land. It was looking very strange. I decided to give a try, yes, because she is Mata, mother. Please understand, your mother's body is innately intelligent to keep you healthy. Whatever medicines, medical attention, medical care you need, she can give it to you just through her milk when you are a baby. After you grow up, Gomata takes the responsibility of that. Understand? The cow which you every day care has the same capacity of your mother. These three mothers, your mother who gave you birth, Sri Mata, and Gomata, if you take care of a cow with a love and attention every day, she has a capacity to produce whatever is needed for your health in her milk and heal, keep you healthy. Understand cow worship and having your own Goshala. All these are literally having your own private pharmacy without the pharmaceutical company's intervention, without their exploiting strategies and plans. Let me finish the story. Story is not yet over. Mata takes care and supports you with her milk till few years. Then Gomata, then Bhumata supports you with the right food, right things requires for your health. Of course, concept looks too big. But let me explain the whole thing, then you will understand. One thing I want to tell you, whatever I am sharing is the truth, absolute truth. No stories, no lies, no cooked up theories. Because I am not promoting any centralized multinational company brand which is funding me, no. I am promoting indigenous traditions which has no money. African indigenous traditional, some of their leaders came and met me. They said, Swamiji, when missionaries came to our country, they had Bible, we had land. They gave us the Bible and asked us to pray. By the time we opened our eyes, we had Bible, they had land. So I am not promoting any MNC brand. Listen. Mata, Gomata, Srimata, Bhumata. Srimata is your mother, Gomata and Bhumata. All three are capable of maintaining your health. So the doctor said, I also decided to listen and I started doing it. And it really helped me. It really helped me. One day doctor suggested a rare herb for my stomach. Of course, we don't have in the campus. I sent few of my sannyasis to procure from Tamil Nadu. They were not able to get it. And I decided, anyhow, Bhumata is intelligent. She is capable of growing it in some form and giving it to me. I started, as usual, continuing my walk. Within a week in my courtyard, out of nowhere, that same herb grew. Understand? And I want to tell you with all my integrity, I have not used any of my powers as incarnation to make this happen. It's my simple love on Bhumata. That's all. I have not used any of my powers. If I used any of my powers, then you can say, oh, that is possible for you, not for me. No. With absolute integrity, I am telling you. Other than my trust and love on Bhumata, I have not used any powers. Because this worked just because of my trust and love, not using any powers. I guarantee this will work for you. If I used my powers and did this, I will not be able to guarantee it will be working for you. I have not used any powers. It is absolute simple understanding. Listen. Ability to eat, which is good for your system and for your goal. When you are eating, remember, you are all eating to reach certain goal. Whether you want that goal or not, you decide. While you are eating, remember, you are eating for certain goal. Whether you want that goal or not, based on the desire to eat or not. I don't diet. I eat as per my goals. Same thing. If you think freedom to eat means you are free to eat anything you want, you are freedom, not freedom. Freedom. D-U-M-B. Because so many things are dumped on you. D-U-M-P. Most of the Western concepts of freedom is nothing but you getting brainwashed to be the consumer of their ideologies and products. Swatantratva means giving you absolute independent intelligence to evolve your goal and methodology to reach your goal as easily and quickly possible. Understand? Giving you absolute independent intelligence to evolve your goal and methodology to reach your goal easily and quickly as early as possible. That is why the word Swatantratva looks too big, and human brain has been destroyed by the Macaulay's education system not to grasp too big things. It is like a vicious circle, I tell you. If the dinosaurs, non-veg, cannibal dinosaurs, and aliens who eat human beings, if they come and eat us, they will be very happy because we are filled with antidepressants. No, we will be very delicious, full of antidepressants. Lifestyle where you need antidepressants even to keep your day moving. Is that freedom? With that body and mind, what will you cognize? I tell you, for you to know, cognize what is freedom, you need first 21 days Haritaki cleansing. Every night have Haritaki, detoxify your body. Your brain is not capable of cognizing freedom. Sorry to tell you the truth. I am telling you straight. The amount of toxins in your system, chemicals in your food, the plastic food you are eating. In modern India, even the so-called Indian food has enough chemicals and toxins which stops your brain cognizing larger concepts and truths. When I am making somebody manifest powers, giving them conscious breakthrough, the first thing I need to do is preparing the physiology by detoxifying. I tell you, if your physiology is pure, even if you collapse from higher consciousness, this will support you to regain, get back. But now your system is so weak. Forget about losing a war. Even losing a small battle, you collapse. You have not lost the war, but a small battle you lost, but you collapse. How many of you understand, cognize what I am saying? Even losing a small battle, you collapse. Understand? Because the idea of Swatantratva is too big to cognize, we settle down with freedom. Whether fixing your goal or your methodology, do not be dependent on anything else other than your independent intelligence. Your independent intelligence does not need to be violent or angry, saying no to everyone. I am not asking you to become hippie, antisocial. No. Actually, antisocial fellows are the biggest slaves of the society, because all the time they need to know what society wants and they have to do opposite. If society take bath twice and then don't take bath once even full week, they have to make their laws against these laws. If they say let's use euro, then you have to say let's use dollar. You have to be constantly following the society to be antisocial. Intelligence does not have the spice of anti in your system. Listen carefully. Don't be the dump yard for ideologies and products in the name of freedom. Don't be a dump yard for somebody to dump their ideologies or the products in the name of freedom. Second, do not cognize saying no as the main principle or quality of freedom. These Indian teenagers and the ABCDs, American born confused desis. No, really. Maybe I can make it into abroad born confused desis, not just American born. Abroad born confused desis, ABCDs. We call them NRIs and RNIs, non-residential Indians and residential non-Indians. These two bunch, RNIs of the major Indian cities and NRIs of the major Western cities. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, especially these teenage kids, they feel saying no is declaring their independence, which is not. Which is not. That is what I call that instinct of no being supported and groomed and wrongly named as maturity is getting branded as freedom. Listen, end of the day, all these concepts hurts you when you are facing your reality. Listen carefully. Life is no more just food and shelter. Maybe in 1960s, it was all about food and shelter for our earlier generation, not for us anymore. Unfortunately, we have come out of all the survival needs. Understand, I am using the word unfortunately. Unfortunately, we are out of all the survival needs, but not ready to reclaim the knowledge of living from our traditions. Understand? If you are caught in survival needs like 1960s, okay, already, at least you are busy with something. Or you are out of all the survival needs and you also have the knowledge of life along with the luxury of life. But Hindus all over the world, especially Indians, are facing a very important, crucial problem where everything for life is available, nothing about life is available. Everything for life is available, nothing about life is available. Because we are thoroughly brainwashed. Anything Hindu, anything Indian is not useful. Because of the thorough brainwashing, disowning our roots, disowning the huge knowledge tradition. In the Western language, they call it identity crisis. But I am not going to use that word identity crisis. I'll use the word crisis of astitva, existence, not identity. The complications we are going through in our very astitva, existence, is this concept of freedom. Understand? What I am talking is not some hi-fi theories for decision makers of the society. No. If you have everyday headache, and if you are married to somebody who gives you a headache, I am talking to you. I am talking to you. If you have a stomach pain, if you have problems with your money, if you have problems with your everyday life, If you think you can do something better, I am talking to you. Biggest problem we all have is absolute principles we think is needed only for big problems. But we don't understand whether it is a simple tiredness or the Great Depression. Solution or the problem, both are from your cognition. Whether it is a simple tiredness or long-term depression, both are from your cognition that need to be corrected even for simple tiredness. Don't think, only if I face that kind of a big problems, the absolute principles are required. As on now, a cup of coffee is enough for me to manage. No. Cup of coffee may be good for the billion-dollar coffee industry, not for you. If you are made to believe you cannot run on your own without a cup of coffee, you are a slave of this huge billion-dollar coffee industry rocket. Understand? Because the guy who sells the coffee to you is innocent, don't think the structure is innocent. He's a teenager there for $30 per hour job to run his life, to run his day-to-day living. Because he is ignorant, innocent, don't think the structure is innocent. Because the guy who hands over the coffee to you is innocent and ignorant, don't think that structure behind that is innocent or ignorant. It's my responsibility to crack that very structure and expose it to you. The fundamental cognitions you are given, hospitals are going to give you health. It's a huge lie. Tall buildings does not guarantee health. It is your long breaths and bending the body that is going to guarantee your health. Advertised products are not food, food-like products. Really, I tell you, outside our Adhinam, when you pick up a plate, try to analyze how much is food and how much is plastic. I am talking about food because that is a direct subject you can understand. I made a statement, food desert. Most of the modern cities don't have food for your health. They have food for their wealth. The things are fed in your system, so you can fall sick and buy medicines. You can be a continuous money-making machine for them. Understand whether your food, ideologies, cognitions you have about life, all this are the large unconscious thought currents and conspiracies. Maybe your mom and dad who taught you what is life, what is pain, what is good, what is bad, may be innocent. That does not mean the structure is innocent. They are like a teenage kid handing over the burger to you. The kid may be innocent, but structure is not innocent. When you have a pain, the sympathy your mom showed. When you are sick, the attention your mom gave may be out of innocence, but that structure is stupid. Understand? If you want to destroy somebody, give them attention when they are sick. So they will be sick forever, because human body needs attention. So it will understand the wrong formula. If you want attention, fall sick. Over. The fellow is destroyed. Destroyed forever. So the essence of this first session, please forget about all the ideas of freedom you are carrying. You may think it is too confusing and overwhelming, Swamiji. That is okay. At least you are clear, things are confused. You are not given the false promise, everything is okay. Everything is okay is the delusion you need to have to be under the matrix, Maya matrix. Understand? Only the science of liberation is handled from Kailasa. When I use the word West, I really don't mean only the Western countries. India is enough West now. India is enough West now. I should say the ideology. It is not place, direction. It is ideology. The concept of freedom, liberty, the whole thing by marketing strategist is not going to give you the real Swatantratva. Understand? Who is the visionary of your civilization matters. Because their visions and their intentions and the context from which they generated and operated their vision and mission, all that matters, even if you have a simple headache. Even if you have a simple headache, all that matters. The essence of what I wanted to say in this first session, question everything you know about freedom. Let's revisit everything you know about freedom. With this one scale, what Sadashiva defines, the word Swatantra. Swatantra means methodology through which you handle you. When you are up means feeling that what you want is happening, or down, feeling what you want is failing. During every moment, how you handle you, the methodology to handle you is Swatantratva. Acid wash yourself completely with this one understanding. Then, do I have Swatantra? Where? Do I know why I behave the way I behave? Do I know why I react the way I react? Do I know why I feel the way I feel? Do I know why I am living the way I am living? This will open up many blind spots to you. Understand? If your blind spots are healed, Swatantratva will make you manifest extraordinary powers. Swatantratva is the state of Sadashiva. If you start living that state, powers of Sadashiva will manifest in you. Understand, I am not giving you Swatantratva as alternative lifestyle. I am giving Swatantratva as a native lifestyle. It is not alternative lifestyle. No. It is native lifestyle. Give a try. Give a try to native lifestyle, not alternative lifestyle. I am already working to make 108 feet tall, single granite stone statue of Sadashiva, energized deity, statue of liberation, which will be installed in the west coast of US. Europe gave you concept of liberty, we will give you concept of liberation. You tried with a concept of liberty for 400 years. Try concept of liberation for next 40 years. Soon you will see Statue of Liberation in the West Coast. Liberty statue is piece by piece. Liberation statue is always single piece. We don't make piece by piece. Essence of first session. Your behavioral, lifestyle, thinking patterns. Your behavioral patterns, lifestyle patterns, thinking patterns. Look into it. How much is real method of handling you, or how much is really dumped, free dump on you? Open up your blind spots to you. Seeing others' blind spots, 2 eyes are enough. Only when you see your own blind spots, 3rd eye opens. And this time I am going to try an extraordinary yogic fiat, literally initiating all of you into 3rd eye, blindfold, reading remote. And I am ready with the science. I am ready with the science and the software. Last 2 times when I tried, it was an absolute success. 100% success. So now I am taking it to the next level. When you start understanding your blind spots, actually, literally your 3rd eye opens. To look there, 2 eyes are enough. To look here, your 3rd eye needs to be opened. When you look here, 3rd eye opens. It has nothing to do with your background. It has nothing to do with your past. Which country you belong to, which religion you belong to, which background you belong to, which gender you belong to, nothing related to your past. If you decide to look into your blind spots and heal it, In the future, it opens. Understand, all powers of Sadashiva manifest based on your decision about your future, not your description about your past. Your resume is not required for power manifestation. Only your future plan is required. Your future plan matters, not resume. What you want to do matters, not what you have been. That doesn't matter. Fortunately, past is dead. Powers come for future, not from past. So contemplate on how you misunderstand dumped ideas and concepts as freedom, miss the real Swatantratva. Actually, you unable to handle yourself is a fashion statement. I'm really surprised. Adults come and tell me, I'm not able to handle myself, Swamiji. God. One of the biggest shock I had in my life, when I was in my polytechnic. In those days it used to be called as polytechnic, nowadays they call it college. It's not actually college, it is stupid school only. After 10th SSLC and all the machines you use there in that workshop, you can see only in museum. No industry uses those machines. If some industry is using those machines, don't work in that industry. And anyhow, when I was studying, morning around 3:30 to 4, I'll get up and freshen up myself and sit in Samadhi. So 9 o'clock college, 8 o'clock I'll get up from my Samadhi and get ready and go to the class once in a while when I don't feel like sitting. My roommates, they will say, we don't know about what you do, what you think while you are sitting with your eyes closed for 4 or 5 hours. But one thing, we are shocked how you are able to sit for 4 or 5 hours continuously. That was the first time I was shaken inside. And I told them, what do you mean? My body, I decide to sit, I sit, that's all. That was the first time I cognized there are people whose body or mind does not listen to them. It was a shock for me, a rude cultural shock from Kailasa to Buloka. The Bulokic cultural shock. If you have even few seconds or minutes in your life where you say, I am not able to handle myself, then you have either freedom or freedom, not Swatantratva. Swatantratva is the true freedom. Let's drill our life and look into the blind spots, heal them, complete them by next session. So your third eye can be completely awakened to look beyond what you can see through both the eyes. Blindfold reading is not just a magical power. You can read blindfolded, you can see blind spots. It is the ability to see the blind spots of life, not just blindfolded reading. Blindfold reading is the side effect of ability to see the blind spots of life. So I'll teach you to see the blind spots of your life. You will be able to do blindfold reading also. State brings powers. When you manifest powers, you are established in the state. And these powers are not siddhis, they are shaktis. Shakti comes when you become Shiva. Siddhi comes when you are trying to travel towards enlightenment. Siddhis are Ramba, Menaka, Urvasi, sent by Indra to divert you from enlightenment. Shakti is manifestation of your getting integrated and centered on Sadashivatva. Siddhis are different, Shaktis are different. Understand? In the Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga, you get Siddhis. In Sadashiva's Shashtanga Yoga, you get Shaktis. I belong to the Sampradaya of Sadashiva's Shashtanga Yoga. So you get Shaktis with the Shaktipada, not Siddhis. If you want Siddhis, you need to go to some other address. Not in Mysore Road. Mysore Road leads to Shaktis. Let's gather for next session. After the meal break, let's gather for next session. Thank you. Be blissful. Yes. Yes, come on. Let's come back to the real job. I'll give you the essence. Two-step. One, psychologically exposing your blind spots about you to you. Means I want you to contemplate for few minutes the major blind spots you have. Blind spot means thought current which creates again and again pain, suffering, suffocation, incompletions in you. Because of wrong cognitions about freedom. I tell you, when I look back, how I was brought up seems to be the most perfect freedom. But no modern day kid can understand. No pizza, no burger, no internet, no cell phone, and no Facebook, no unnecessary roaming around with friends. Either school or be with my spiritual gurus. No question of eating outside the home. Even if I tell all this for the modern day kids, it will look, life? Then what is fun? I was analyzing actually. In Indian villages, if you do something wrong, parents will straight beat you. In the Western society, that is called abuse. But if you dump them, drug them completely with antidepressant and put them to sleep, diagnosing some disorder, ADHD, BDHD, CDHD, some psychiatric disorder, and dump them with antidepressants and dump them with medicines which puts them in sleep. So that is not abuse. I'll rather get beaten by the parents than beaten by the drug industry. I'll rather choose this as my freedom than that. Spend few minutes in contemplating the wrong ideas of freedom you have, which is a blind spot, creating incompletions, pains, due to which you missed many things in the life. I don't even want you to be writing pages. Just find 10 items, that's enough for me. If 10 of your blind spots are exposed to you, that's enough for me. Don't show to anybody. It's only for you to look in. And the second step, I'm going to initiate you into awakening your third eye, which is going to be very powerful initiation. I think one of the strongest Shaktipada I've ever done is going to be today, because the whole software is ready. It's actually like software only. Just upgrading your software. All invitations from Guru is invitation to upgrade yourself. You can click either do now or do later, not now, remind me in the night. You can click anything you want. But I am an invitation to upgrade yourself. We will have the initiation today. First time, third eye, blindfold reading initiation through two-way video conferencing, not even physical, remote. And I commit with you, I will make it happen because software is ready. It is successful. It is already successful. I tested it. Tested, finished all the repairing and everything. It's ready. Only thing after the initiation, just go and sleep. Just go and sleep. You need this energy to settle down in your system. It will not be a sleep actually. When you go back and lie down in the bed, it will not be a sleep. It will literally be like a turiya. Turiya avastha. Like whole body will have that tingling and that living current. It will be turiya avastha. A few minutes. Discover at least 10 blind spots related to freedom in your thought current. Like, because of your wrong idea of freedom, the pains you go through, or the incompletions you go through, or the possibilities you missed, please pick up the paper and pen down at least 10 blind spots. Now we will enter into initiation. Understand the signs. I'm going to create the most subtlest vibrations called mantras. It is not actually sound, it is vibrations. And put these vibrations in your third eye so that calcification can just melt down. It can open up. What Krishna says to Arjuna, Divyam dadami dechakshu. O Arjuna, have the divine eyes, look at the reality. You may think, oh, to that scale are you going to open it, Swamiji? Whether one door is open or all the door is open, you will be able to see whatever is inside. So many doors for more people to use, that's all. Even if one door is open, that is enough for you. In your case, you are the only one going to use. It's not that you are going to become guru tomorrow and going to let your whole world to walk through you and becoming door. Maybe that will happen after some time. For you, this is more than enough. To result is expected from this Shaktipada. One, you will be able to read and see even if you are blindfolded without using these two eyes. The science is successful even for born blind people. Already we tested. Second, you will be more and more able to see and heal the blind spots in your life. Understand? Morning, whatever the truths I was sharing, I'm going to just record it inside you. So this becomes your cognition automatically. Almost like instant enlightenment. If you try to become more and more difficult, Sadashiva has to make things more and more easy. You don't have to close your eyes, because if you close your eyes, I know what you will do. I don't know, whenever people sleep and wake up, first thing they do is they verify with others. Did anybody see? So you don't need to close your eyes and you don't need to concentrate. Actually, your concentration is useless. No, really, I'm telling you. How much you see, your whole mind itself is only skin deep. Your faith is hypocrisy. Your doubt is hypocrisy, your fear is hypocrisy, your suffering is hypocrisy, your ability to concentrate is hypocrisy, even your ability to indulge is only skin deep. Neither your concentration nor your restlessness is useful. Both are only skin deep. The process I have to do is literally bone marrow transplantation. I am not Fair and Lovely Guru, understand? I am a bone marrow transplantation. And I am not Fair and Lovely. Your concentration is not required, that's the truth. Because I am not going to work on your logic or mind. Only if I need to give you that feel-good feeling, I need to ask you to concentrate. I'm going to work on your depth. You imagine anything you want, I don't care. Actually, I only need your physical presence here. I don't need your mental presence, I don't need your psychological presence. Because all that is only skin deep. Any guru who says, concentrate, then you will get this result, means he doesn't know the technique. I'm telling you. He ran away before getting trained. He's apprentice. No, really. Apprentice. Because you cannot concentrate, that's a reality. That's the reality. And even if you concentrate, it is only skin deep. One sound is enough, dumb, over. All your concentration, poinde, it's gone. So you don't need to concentrate. You don't need to close your eyes. Sit, eyes wide open. I'm going to work on your bioenergy, means the very core cognition where that I is vibrating in you. Aham Spurana. Upanishads call it as Atma Spurana. Ramana Maharshi calls it as Aham Spurana. I call it as Ananda Spurana. Where the Spurana of your existence is happening, I am going to work on that. I am going to just kindle the Atma Spurana of your being. For that, your concentration is not required, it is useless also. So better you look around anywhere you want and do what you want. Just be available for me, that's all. Only thing, as per the enlightened ethics, I cannot initiate somebody when person is sleeping. It's ethics. You can't enter into somebody when that person is sleeping, when the person is defenseless. It is literally, I am entering into your very Aham Spurana, the core naked part of you, where you are not even wearing this body as a cloth for you. The true nirvana state of you. So when I am entering into that space, you need to be awake. You don't need to be concentrating, but you need to be awake. If you fall asleep, then I don't have a right, as per the enlightened ethics, to enter into you and touch that pure nirvana space of you. See, in that space, you, me, Sadashiva, all are one and the same. Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat, all of them meet in that Atmaspurana space. So from that Atmaspurana space, I am kindling your Pratyagatma Chaitanya, the individual consciousness, to manifest itself through your body and mind. Sorry for many Sanskrit words, but I will translate. Listen. Pratyagatma Chaitanya means the individual identity you feel, whom you feel as you, and who you are really. See, who you are really is connected to me and Sadashiva. From that space, whom you feel as you, I am connecting. Means it's almost like a drilling from inside. Not from above to below, from below to above. Above to below, you will get only siddhis. From below to above only, you will get shaktis. Understand? The space of who you are and who I am, who Sadashiva is, all three are connected. From that space, I am drilling it to space who you think you are, your body mind. Reaching to your Aham Spurana. That is why the power manifestation is so easy. So if you have Atmalinga already initiated, if you have Atmalinga, take it and keep it on your third eye. If you don't have one, don't worry. Just sit with your eyes open. Here, literally, I am electrocuting your third eye. The whole inner awakening is nothing but continuously electrocuting your third eye. So it forgets how to go back to its dead state. The whole inner awakening is making your third eye forget that there was a period it was sleeping, it was closed. No. You should not even remember there was a period it was closed. Only then you are out of danger. Like most of you don't even know there was a period in your life you did not have these two eyes before your birth. You don't even remember that zone. Same way, you will not even remember the zone. There was a time you did not have third eye functioning. That is inner awakening. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, Sada Shivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.